All right, hey there, happy campers. Can you believe this is week 6 of quarantine already? I can't. This is insane. Um, it's crazy. So, we're going to kind of wrap up this last little bit here about the southern colonies by I'm going to show you just a couple quick little clips here. This is only going to be maybe like 3 videos max of just a video here on some of these southern plantations or the great big farms growing cash crops using slave labor to grow these, cash crops. That some of these plantations, they may have been a couple hundred acres. Some of them were huge, might have been 1,000 acres or more, and you needed a strong workforce to work those. And that's we saw about the slavery lesson. So this is a little bit about slavery in this video, but I just want to show you these southern plantation homes, just the immense wealth that these plantation owners had. I mean, they were millionaires on the backs of the slaves who, barely got fed, let alone didn't get paid or anything. So here's a couple plantations down around Charleston, South Carolina, that I'll just show you quick parts of these videos. I want you to sort of pay attention to these videos, get a feeling for what's going on, because I think for the activity for this, I'm just going to have you do a little writing exercise for these, kind of like how we did current events. So I'll explain that a little bit more at the end, but just get a feel for it. I'm just going to have you type up maybe just a short paragraph about your thoughts about this and what we've learned about slavery in the southern plantations and stuff. So I'll go ahead and turn this one on. I'll skip around a little bit through it so you don't have to watch the whole thing. I'll do the whole disclaimer thing again. These are not my videos. I'm taking them off of YouTube, and they're for educational purposes. So check this out.
For many people, the very name Charleston conjures up images of antebellum plantations, with huge homes and beautiful gardens. These places are found along the Ashley River northwest of downtown, all made possible by the rice that was first cultivated here in the early days of the colony.
Rice made South Carolina. A lot of people talk about cotton being king, but before cotton was king, rice was king in South Carolina, especially in the Low Country.
Rice provided the wealth that built great gardens like Middleton Place. Without rice, the leisure class would not have been able to spend time contemplating landscapes like this.
We'll visit 3 famous Ashley River plantations. The first, Drayton Hall, was founded in the 1730s and is owned by the National Trust for Historic Preservation. The house, which has never been wired for electricity and has no running water, is more historical tapestry than time capsule, offering an unvarnished, unaltered glimpse into the lives of an elite Charleston rice-planting family.
Because Drayton Hall has not been restored to a particular period, you'll see changes to the house over time. You'll see these changes over time that tell the story of how people lives change, how the economy of this plantation and of the Low Country in Charleston fluctuated over time, and our cultural tastes evolved, all in one little postage stamp here at Drayton Hall.
This exquisite home was meant to be entered from the Ashley River and is full of exquisite architectural details. Many
Okay, so pay attention to the detail here and realize a lot of this was built by slaves, okay, talented craftsmen slaves that would be used to build these plantations for free labor.
Is without precedent in England. Inside the house, you'll see woodwork very carefully carved, and you'll see motifs executed in wood, and you'll see those motifs executed in plaster in the original ceiling of Drayton Hall that dates to the 1740s.
At nearby Middleton Place, which dates from the same period as Drayton Hall, the focus is on the incredible landscape design, which is truly one of a kind.
What's here at Middleton Place is an 18th century landscape that has essentially been left alone. It's a pleasure garden. It was a garden that was meant to be creative and excite the mind and be a pleasurable place to spend an afternoon.
Here, visitors may stroll more than 100 acres of beautifully sculpted gardens and grounds, including 2 lakes that must be seen from above to be truly appreciated.
Down below are these 2 butterfly lakes that were dug out in the shape of butterfly wings, and the earth from those ponds was used to form terraces, and that's a feature that everyone recognizes when they come to Middleton Place.
So, of course, all those terraces and everything, all built by slave labor with shovels and hand tools. I think if you've ever seen the movie The Patriot during the Revolutionary War, I think they're having like a party out here. The British general and stuff has a party here, and you can kind of see this that they filmed there.
Place.
Union soldiers destroyed the main plantation house when they passed through in 1865, but the remaining south flanker is definitely worth a visit, if for no other reason than the marvelous things contained inside: silver, furniture, paintings, and countless other heirlooms from the people who lived here.
The House Museum is filled with Middleton family objects. It's very unusual for a house museum to have such a high percentage of original family objects. Almost everything you see inside the house belonged to the Middleton family.
Much emphasis is...
All right, so that's just kind of showing you the immense wealth that these plantation owners would amass, and you can get that much wealth whenever you're using slave labor. All right, one last thing here, just kind of brings up the aspect of slavery.
All 3 of the plantations we visited pay careful attention to the often overlooked influence of enslaved African Americans and their descendants, without whom none of the fine homes and lovely gardens would even have been possible. At Drayton.
Okay, so, oops, my timer's going off. All right, so that was just a little glimpse of Southern plantations. I'm gonna show you one more video clip and talk about it real quick, just about the slavery aspect of the plantations. Okay, that was part 1.